Here's 10 things I think Honda got right with the 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid after 1,000 miles. Getting in the car, one of the first things you'll notice is the AC vents that run across the whole dash. The dash in general is one of my favorite parts of the car because of its modern and intuitive design. Just listen to this button for the AC controls. Amazing. Because Honda's head unit is stuck in the past, it means that there's plenty of buttons and dials to interact with, unlike some higher end cars out on the market. Coming from a 2018 Honda Civic, this car is just as much fun to drive, if not more. The instant torque is absolutely insane, and although the engine isn't a turbo, it has plenty of performance on the highway. The actual cabin noise is a night and day difference, and while there is road noise on the interstate from the tires, the wind noise is way quieter than I expected. It's still there, but what can you expect from a $30,000 Civic? From the inside, the drive looks nice, feels nice, and the gas savings have been fantastic so far. While my speedometer says 42.5 miles per gallon, I promise you it's much higher than that. At my job, I end up sitting in my car a lot for extended periods of times with the AC running, and I wouldn't say I'm the lightest driver when it comes to the pedal. This car definitely gets closer to 46 to 48 miles per gallon, and each tank of gas that I filled up has been $18 to $20, which is just crazy. Mind you, that's for 400 to 450 miles per tank. Honda kinda went crazy when it came to creating a car that blurs the line between performance and gas savings. It's created a really fun ride at a really good value, around $30,000 MSRP. And that's for the hatchback model that you see in this video. My next favorite thing would have to be the cloth seats. The cloth that Honda uses in the 11 Gen Civics is a much higher quality materials than the ones used in the generation prior. I test drove a Sport Touring first. I was impressed with the leather, then tested a Sport Hybrid, which doesn't have leather. I was very impressed with the cloth material, and I still am 1,000 miles later. And I'm impressed with the amount of space that this car actually has. Despite having a subwoofer box in the back, it would still be possible to fit a 55-inch TV in the back of my car. Honda Civics have always been a good example of what it means to make usable space inside of a vehicle. Moving to the outside of the car, we gotta talk about how the exterior looks. The fog lights were replaced with functional air vents on the 2025 Civics. While it would have been nice to keep the fog lights, at least the air vents are functional, and there isn't an empty fog light shell on the lower trims. Despite the facelift, we still have the same LED headlights as before, and they look fantastic. Around back, they also used the same taillights, but for some reason Honda didn't make the turn signal and reverse lights LED bulbs. Design-wise, this is basically the same Civic hatchback that people have grown to love. Obviously, I have the brand new Sand Dune Pearl. I think it looks great. It doesn't get dirty easily, and it's a unique color that nobody else has right now. If the gloss black tires were actually clean, I promise you, they look really good on the sand dune color. Moving back inside, I absolutely love the gauge cluster. I really didn't like the fact that this gauge cluster wasn't fully digital whenever I first got the car, but another $3,000 in the Sport Touring wasn't worth the difference. Now that I've had the car for 1,000 miles, I can confidently say that I like this half digital gauge cluster. There's a bunch of different menus that you can preview on the left side, such as your power flow meter, all your actual vehicle settings, and of course your range and fuel. As much as I didn't think I would use it, I absolutely loved the sunroof. I never really opened it all the way, but I love to keep the actual window of it open for the natural daylight that comes in. I know it seems simple, but my last car didn't have it, and driving around during the day with the extra daylight feels very nice. One of the main reasons I got this car was the safety features that it has on board. The blind spot monitoring feature is probably my favorite part of the whole safety package. I know it's standard on a lot of cars nowadays, but coming from a car that didn't have it before, it's been a very nice upgrade that makes me more confident in passing people on the interstate and on busy roads. The Civic Hybrid also comes with auto cruise control and lane keep assist. The cruise control works just how you would expect, but for the love of everything, don't use it to try coming to a complete stop. You'll die. The lane keep assist is actually pretty decent and handles curves very well on the interstate. There's also no ping-ponging inside of your lane. And as corny as it sounds, the last thing on my list has to be the consistency Honda has throughout this car. The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid has the perfect balance of being perfectly good. Sure, there isn't a full digital gauge cluster, but you know what? It's perfectly fine for what you need to daily drive. Sure, the head unit kinda sucks and doesn't have wireless CarPlay, but you know what? You're gonna wanna charge your phone at the same time anyway, and boom, now you have wired CarPlay. And you're right, there is no wireless charger that's gonna overheat your phone while you're in wireless CarPlay anyway. The driving's amazing, and it just makes you feel good to be in this car. It's functional, fun, and makes sense for your average driver that's looking to save gas throughout their car's life. Those are my 10 favorite things to love about this car 1,000 miles in. Let me know what you think of these items on the list, and whether or not you're thinking about getting a 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid. If you have any questions about this car, feel free to leave a comment. I'll be doing 2 more videos on how to install a dash cam and aftermarket head unit, and I plan on doing another on 10 things I don't like about this car. And if you've enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe and like. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one.